Today, in the Donetsk region of eastern Ukraine, in a high-precision operation, the 414th Separate Unmanned Systems Brigade, Magyar Birds, once again demonstrated its superiority on the modern battlefield. This time, the elite Ukrainian FPV drone control unit conducted an aerial hunt for Russian troops using motorcycles as a means of rapid mobility on the front lines. The operation began with intensive reconnaissance in the eastern sector of Donetsk, where enemy motorized elements were detected crossing open ground paths. The Russian troops, most likely light assault or reconnaissance units, relied on the speed of motorcycles as an evasion and infiltration tactic. However, this tactic proved ineffective when faced with the 414th Separate Unmanned Systems Brigade FPV hunting drones. In the footage recorded directly from the drone's camera, it is clearly visible how one by one the enemy vehicles are chased from the air. The explosive-laden FPV drones, guided directly by expert Ukrainian operators, dive sharply with deadly accuracy. Explosions echoed through the open fields and thickets, confirming the gradual and systematic destruction of their targets, and each vehicle hit sent a cloud of flames and debris flying. There was no escape route. Currently, these drones were not just reconnaissance tools, but precision weapons that revolutionized modern warfare. Their main advantage was their ability to strike silently, quickly, and lethally, even against moving targets. The 414th Magyar Birds Brigade, widely known for its effectiveness in drone warfare, once again proved that air dominance belongs not only to conventional warplanes, but also to the skilled hands of FPV operators working behind monitors. With each successful operation, the brigade instilled more terror in the minds of the enemy and hope in the hearts of Ukrainian troops. This operation not only demonstrated superior technical and tactical capabilities, but also symbolized that every inch of Ukrainian soil would be defended, whether by infantry, artillery, or eagle-eyed little birds ready to hunt down the enemy without mercy. At the same time, Ukraine systematically targets Russian command centers, ammunition and oil depots, and railway networks to delay Moscow's planned multi-front summer offensive spanning from Sumy to Kherson, the largest coordinated assault Russia has attempted since the full-scale invasion began. Here, as Russians are on the brink of kicking off their multi-front summer offensive, Ukrainians are launching a summer campaign of their own, targeting key Russian military and logistical assets. By using missiles and long-range drones, Ukraine aims to deal as much damage as possible at the most important moment, right before the Russians accumulate enough forces and equipment to overwhelm the Ukrainian army. In one of the most significant recent operations, Ukrainian forces successfully targeted the headquarters of Russia's 8th Combined Arms Army in Russian-controlled Donetsk city. Using Storm Shadow missiles combined with drones, Ukrainians drained Russian air defenses before wreaking utter destruction on the massive Russian headquarters. According to reports by local media and residents, the headquarters building was razed down to the basement, whole groups of killed Russian personnel being carried out continuously. Among those confirmed killed was one of the main targets, Colonel Ruslan Goryachkin, commander of the 8th Guards Combined Arms Army, who has absolute control of all Russian forces operating from Velika Novosilka to Pokrovsk, and is credited with the only significant gains Russians have made since the start of 2024. His elimination will have a massive effect on Russian preparations and later offensive operations, as the Russians stand before the largest operation they have launched since the start of the invasion over 3 years ago. Simultaneously, Ukraine conducted an extensive drone operation in occupied Luhansk, highlighting their multi-layered strike approach. More than 20 drones struck Russian logistics facilities overnight, causing extensive fires throughout the city. Although Russian officials claimed 35 out of 40 drones were intercepted, footage contradicts this, showing massive fires at a critical oil depot and far more than 5 drones striking Russian targets. Head of Ukraine's Center for Countering Disinformation, Andriy Kovalenko, emphasized that Russian logistics in temporarily occupied Luhansk are burning, underscoring Ukraine's intent to systematically dismantle the infrastructure supporting Russian frontline operations. These operations come as Russia gears up for an extensive offensive spanning multiple fronts from Sumy to Kherson, Donetsk, and Zaporizhia. Recognizing its numerical disadvantage in frontline personnel, Ukraine must rely on precisely dismantling Russian combat capabilities before its offensive can gain momentum. By targeting logistics hubs, command centers, and ammunition depots, Ukraine aims to introduce critical delays and attritional losses to Russian preparations. Each delay significantly benefits Ukraine, allowing additional time to fortify defenses and shortening Russia's viable window for success due to the limited time frame with favorable weather conditions. Moreover, forcing Russia into launching premature assaults with insufficient preparation substantially weakens its operational effectiveness, making those sent on the attack vulnerable to Ukraine's experienced drone operators and artillery units, and unable to breach the defense lines. Ukraine's strike campaign also continues to disrupt Russian rail logistics, vital to sustaining offensive operations. As you remember, Ukrainian drone operators have repeatedly hit critical railway supply points in Zaporizhia Oblast, significantly hampering Russian resupply efforts. Additionally, Ukraine's cyber specialists temporarily disabled key Russian railway services in Voronezh, crippling logistics management in the north. Complementing this, Ukrainian security services have coordinated several direct sabotage operations, igniting a freight locomotive in Saratov and blowing up a railway in Voronezh, demonstrating Ukrainian sabotage operations within Russian territory.